Hi guys, this is Jay Prakash Yadav here. Hope you are doing well. And today we are going to learn data types of the PHP. Okay, so now what is the data type and how why we use data type? Okay, so this is the very important thing to learn. What is the data type? Okay, so data type, if we have learned in previous tutorial. Okay, what is the variable? Okay, so in variable we have learned how to store value in the variable. So here is the variable is $j equals to value is JSON double quote. So in this variable, value can be any type, like numeric type, string type, and boolean type, class object type, using class object type. Okay, so in this tutorial we are going to learn what is the data type and what is the types of data type and what is the use of data type. Okay, so this is the value type of value is called data type. So how many types of data type available? There are many types of data type available. I'll tell you all the name of the data type. So basically string data type, integer data type, float data type I am going to tell you. So what is the string data type? String data type, you have to type $g variable equals to double quote. String data type you have to type inside the double quote. So this is called the string data type. If you are going to type if you are going to use integer data type, so what is the integer data type? Integer data type is simple in our language, is when we are going to use numeric value, when we are going to store numeric value inside the variable, that is called the integer data type. Float data type, when we are going to use some like point and point between the value. So if we are going to store point value in the data type, like 25.08 value I am going to store in the $g variable. So this is called the float data type. Now one more data type is there, boolean data type. So what is the boolean data type? If we are going to give some condition like true and false, so in this case we have to use boolean data type. Okay, so in this case we have to use boolean data type. Now other data types is also available, like array data type, object data type, and null data type. So when we are going to when we will use array data type, now I am going to tell you. Array data type, whenever we are we want to store multiple value in variable. So then we go for the array data type. Syntax of the array data type is you have to type array bracket. Inside the bracket you can give multiple value. I have given like double quote HTML, double quote CSS, double quote JS. Okay, what is the object data type? For using object data type, you have to I'll tell you in the upcoming tutorials what is the object data type and why we use object data type, what is the purpose of data type. So why data type is important. In next tutorial and upcoming tutorial we will learn what is the use of object data type. So for initial stage, you just need to remember new keyword. Okay, so new is the keyword and my class is class name. Okay, so you have to type for object data type $j equals to new my class bracket bracket open bracket close and semicolon. Okay, so what is the null data type? Null data type, whenever we want to store some empty value in that variable, then we go for the null data type. Okay, so for understanding purpose, now I am going to execute and I'll explain real example of the data type. Okay, so how to execute data type? Now I am going to show you a real example of the data type. Okay, so what you have to do, I'll tell you all the cases of the data type. Okay, so first case. Okay, okay, next video definitely I'll explain about the comment. So upcoming video will be comment only. Okay, so no problem at all, and don't worry, I'll explain comment also, multi-line comment and single line comment also. So now basic purpose of data type, now I am going to tell you. So first case will be JSON double quote. Double quote means string data type. Okay, so now I am going to execute. Okay, so I am in the Mozilla Firefox and I have opened the Mozilla Firefox. For executing the data type also, you have to follow same process. What you have to do, first of all, you have to go to the browser, type localhost, type your folder name, in my case learn PHP with JSON, and I have created one one file called data type. Okay, and data type .php. so you have to type same file and you can check JSON displaying, and what is the type you have to focus on in this case. What is the data type? It is string data type. And how many character? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and you have 9, so 0 also, space also will be included. Okay, so 1 space and 9 character, so total will be 10. So length of the string is 10 and data type of the value is data type of the variable is string. Okay, so now I'm going to execute second case. So okay, what is the second case? Second case will be integer data type. So now I'm going to comment this one. Okay, and I'm opening this one. So second case is numeric data type, and sorry, integer data type. Integer data type, what is the integer data type? Whenever we are going to store numeric value inside the variable, this is called integer data type. So now I am going to execute this. Okay, so now I am going to execute this, and the same process we have to follow. Type localhost, folder name, and file name. You can check, I have typed in my case data type.php. so I am going to refresh this. You can check 25081991 integer value, and data type is integer value, and you can check now Now I am going to execute third case. Okay, so what is the third case? Third case will be boolean. Okay, I already told you third case will be boolean. So now I'm going to comment this one, multi-line comment. I'll tell you I'll explain in the upcoming tutorial Sublime Text, how to use Sublime Text also, and what is the shortcut of Sublime Text, I'll tell you. So for initial stage you have to learn data type. Okay, so third case is boolean data type. Boolean data type, whenever we want to give some condition like true, false, we have to decide this is true, false. Okay, so whenever we want to give some condition, then we go for the boolean data type. Now I'm going to execute third case. Third case is boolean data type. So you can check, I have given for true it is 1, and for false it will give 0. Okay, so what is the data type? Boolean data type. Okay, what is the data type? Boolean data type. And now I'm going to execute next case. So now I'm going to explain next case. What is the next case? The next case will be okay, I'll tell you what is the next case. Next case is float data type. In float data type, what you have to do in case of float data type, if we whenever we go for float data type, first of all you have to check you are going to store point variable, using point variable, using point you are going to store value in the variable. So like I am going to, in my case I am going to store 25.08 value inside the variable. Okay, now so I am going to execute this one. Okay, now you can check we have understood the boolean variable, boolean data types. Now I am going to execute float data type. Float data type is whenever we are going to store point value with point value inside the variable, then we go for the float data type. Now I am going to explain next data type. What is the next data type is next case. Next data type will be okay, next data type. What is the next data type? Next data type will be array. So in array 100% you are going to do some mistakes. So I'll tell you two case in array data type. Two case. Okay, first case, how to print float like array data type. Okay, so first case, please please check very carefully how I am going to print this one. Okay, how I am going to execute this one. And first case you can check here. First case you can check here. I am going to print this one like as a normal variable. So what will happen? Okay, if I am going to print this as a normal data type, so what will happen? You can check here. We have understood like float variable. Now we are going to learn array variable. So you can check, we will get error. Which error? Unexpected expecting end of file and so this is the type of type of error. And why we are getting this error, I'll tell you. Okay, why we are getting this error. So you can check. You have I was going to execute like normal variable. So in case of array, we can't use we can't execute like normal variable. We have to change the syntax. And what will be the syntax? Echo $j and curly brace and open bracket and close bracket. Inside the you have to give index value. Index value, what is the index value, and how to execute index value, how to make dynamic, I'll tell you in upcoming tutorial. Okay, so please don't forget to watch upcoming tutorial. Okay, so in line number 21, you can check I have printed a normal as a normal value, and line number 22 you have to give index. So how to give index, I already explained, and now I'm going to execute. Okay, so you can check, still we are getting error line number 30. Okay, sorry, line number 30. Okay, now you can check. We want to get error line number 30. Now you can check here, undefined variable j. Okay, one second. One second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'll tell you. So what, why we are getting this error. Okay, you can check. We are getting the error in line number. Okay, I'll little bit decrease the size so you can check. Okay, so in line number 22 we were getting the error. Why? Because PHP is case sensitive. Okay, PHP is case sensitive, so you cannot use capital and small j. So I have used this one, and now I'm going to execute this one. Okay, so you can check here. Okay, now you can check why just saying. Okay, why just saying, why we are going we can we can display, because we have used index 1. So all array always starts with 0 index. So in the 0 index you can check PHP tutorial value is there, and index 1 what is the value, y saying is value. So we can display index 1 value. Now I am going to execute 6 cases. Okay, I am going to execute 6 cases. Okay, I'll tell you the class about later with example. Now I am going to null. Okay, null concept. Okay, what is the null data type? Okay, so what is the null data type? When we are going to print any null value, empty value, then we go for the null. So now I'm going to execute this one. Undefined variable j, in that case also we are getting the error, same error. So nothing else, you have to change capital J to small j, so that you can print this value, nothing else. Okay, so null means nothing will be printed, but I'll for your understanding I'll add some value. So this is the null value, so you can understand this is the null value, so you can understand value is going to print. Okay, so this is the null value, you can check. So today we have covered data type. Okay, so today we have covered types of data type. In this tutorial we have covered types of data type, and next tutorial, very important tutorial, and next tutorial definitely I am going to cover very favorite tutorial like comments. So I'll tell you about the comment, what is the multi-line comment and what is the single line comment. I'll explain why I use comments. Okay, so please don't forget to watch the next tutorial. And for website and app development, if you want to build your app and websites, so contact us on www.jaisingh.com. Thank you for watching. If you like this tutorial, please like, subscribe and share with your friend. Thank you.